How many string related classes are there? 4. First one, string. Second one, string buffer. Third one, string builder. Fourth one, string tokenizer. Okay, 4 string related classes. String buffer, string builder. Differences are given. String is mutable or immutable? Immutable. String buffer is mutable. Builder is mutable. String is synchronized or not synchronized? Not synchronized. String buffer, string builder, not synchronized. These 3 are seen. Now string tokenizer. String tokenizer. It allows an application to break a string into tokens. Nothing but words. It allows an application to break a string into tokens. String tokenizer. It allows an application to break a string into tokens. Tokens, nothing but words. It allows an application to break a string into tokens. Tokens, nothing but words. For example, welcome to Java is a one string and it has 3 tokens. For example, welcome to Java is a one string and it has 3 tokens. For example, welcome to Java is a one string and it has 3 tokens. It allows an application to break a string into tokens. For example, welcome to Java is a one string and it has 3 tokens. 3 tokens, nothing but 3 words. Now, if you want to extract token by token, if you want to count the number of words, then this class will be helpful. But this class is available in java.util package. Okay. Previous classes are available in java.lang package. Now, this class methods I'll show you how to count the number of tokens, how to iterate token by token, you will understand. Say at the command prompt, say java p java.util.string tokenizer. Here methods are there. Note down. Just note down. I'll explain. Constructor. These all note down. I'll explain. Methods. It returns true if the token is present. Otherwise, it returns true if the token is present. Otherwise, it returns false. It returns current token and moves a cursor to next token. If the token is present. It returns true if the token is present. Otherwise, it returns false. It returns current token and moves the cursor to next token. If the token is present. It returns number of tokens. Has more tokens, next to token, count tokens. 3 methods. 1 minute. Has more tokens, next to token, count tokens. Each method description I given. With that, we can write program. Is it over? Now, welcome to Java. If I write, is it object? Is it object? Yes or no? Yes. It is an object. It is an object of which class? String class or string buffer class or builder class or tokenizer class? String class. Every string literal itself an object of string class only. Okay. Now this is an object of string class only. If you want to make it string tokenizer object, this is you have to pass as a parameter to this constructor. Then string tokenizer object comes. Even this one, if you want to make it as string buffer also, this is you have to pass to constructor. Builder also, string builder also. Okay. Now, this is welcome to Java itself, one object of string class. This object, if you pass as a parameter to this constructor, then string tokenizer object comes. With that, these methods we can call. But with the string class object, we cannot access these methods because these are the methods of string tokenizer class. Okay. Now, here, first of all, cursor will be here before welcome. Now, has more tokens. It returns true if the token is present. Otherwise, it returns false. Now, cursor is here. If I call has more tokens, it returns true. Okay. Suppose cursor is here. If I call has more tokens, true. Cursor is here. If I call has more tokens, true. cursor is here. If I call has more tokens, false. So cursor is here. If we call has more tokens, it returns true if the token is present. Otherwise, it returns false. Okay. Next to token method, if we call, it returns current token and moves the cursor to next token if the token is present. Now, if we call next to token, it returns welcome and cursor move to here. And again has more tokens, true. Next token, to return, cursor move to next. Again has more tokens, true. Next token, Java return, cursor moved here. Again has more token, false. So like this, token by token, you can iterate. Like this, token by token, you can iterate. Now, if you call count tokens, you'll get a 3. Now 3 words are there. Token, nothing but word. Now I'll ask question, give me answer. Now, first of all, cursor will be here. If I call has more tokens, what it returns? True. If I call next token, what it returns? Welcome return, as well as cursor move to next token. Again has more tokens. True. Next token, to return, and cursor move to Java. Again has more tokens. True. Next token, Java return, and cursor move to next token. Has more token. Until you get a false, you have to call this method. Until you get a false, this method you have to call again and again. Until you get a false means while loop required or do while required or for loop required. Until you get a false. Any loop you can use, which is best option. Now which one? While loop, not for loop. For loop, if you know the number of iteration, for loop better. So while loop you have to write. While loop only condition it will take. No initialization, initialization outside, and updation inside. That's what while loop is the best option. Now while loop it is going to just return true or false. That is your right Boolean. Now see the program. Now here string s equal to welcome to Java. Now here I want to count the number of words. I want to count the number of words. In string class, there is a method to count the number of characters, but there is no method to count the number of words in string class. Okay. In string class, there is no method to count the number of words. There is a method to count the number of characters. Length method is there. With that, we can find out the length of the string. But counting number of words method not there. Then the method is present in string tokenizer class. Okay. Now this method I want to call. For calling this method, first this method, is it accessible? How do you know? Public. Is it instance method or class method? How do you know? There is no static. This method, instance method, how many ways to access? What are those? Which class object required? String tokenizer object required. With a string class, we cannot call. If I call with string class, you will get an error. Count token method not there, error comes. So for calling this method, string tokenizer object required. For creating object, consider required. Consider, is it default consider or parameter consider? Parameter consider. Is it accessible? Yes. When consider is called? Whenever object is created. We have to create object. What we have to write? Now, what we have to write? This consider if you want to call. What you have to write? What do you write? String tokenizer, something st equal to new string tokenizer. It will take string. I'll pass s. Now, here which class object created? String tokenizer object created. Okay. But string tokenizer constructor, what it takes? String. I passed string. Okay. String tokenizer object created. I passed parameter string. Okay. That object referred by st. With this st, can I call this method? What is the return type? Int. What we have tried? Int some n equal to st dot count tokens. Then system dot out dot println n. Now, this string class in which package? Java dot lang package. Is it required to import? No. Why? It is a default package, implicitly imported. String tokenizer class in which package? Java dot util package. Is it required to import? Yes, compulsory. It is not default. If you don't import, error comes. So compulsory you have to import. Import java dot util dot star. Then what is the meaning of star? All classes and all interfaces. Okay. Now file save. In this line here, right side string object created. That object referred by s. In this line, string tokenizer object created with helping of string. And that object referred by st. With that st, it will count the number of tokens. And in this word, in this string, how many words are there? It will count. That is return. That is I'm printing. File save. Compilation. Execution. See 3. Now done. Program to count the number of words. In a given string. Program to count the number of words in a given string. Program to count the number of words in a given string. Now, without creating string tokenizer object, is it possible to count the number of words? No, because method is not present in string class. Method is present in string tokenizer object, tokenizer class. That's what compulsory you have to create. So in this line, welcome to Java is an object of string class. That object referred by S. This S I passed as a parameter to string tokenizer constructor. Then string tokenizer object created. That object referred by ST. With that I call count tokens method that returns number of words. That is I printed. Okay. That is I printed. Now these two lines can I write as a one line? These two lines can I write as a one line? Yes or no? What do you have to write? System.out.println st dot count tokens. You can write no st dot count tokens. You can write no. Now these two lines I want to write as a one line. Possible or not possible? Possible? These two lines I want to write as a one line. What do you write? New string tokenizer dot count tokens. Possible. Okay. Now st place create object. Here object reference object you can create new string tokenizer dot. Okay. These two lines can I write as a one line? Possible or not? Possible. In S place only, welcome to Java you can pass. See, complete one line also you can write. Here only, welcome to Java. Valid no? So 4 lines code we written like a one line. See. Now also it will work. Okay, we can write. So actually what I did, you observe here, it will take string, directly string I passed it instead of reference. Here for calling count tokens, directly I called new string tokenizer object, anonymous object I created. And it returns integer, that is directly I'm printing. So just this line you can write or this line write it. Only this line write it. Whatever is selected, I write it. So that 4 lines code we written just one line. 4 lines code we written as one line. Is it over? So here string tokenizer object created with that count to tokens method called. For that object only I passed string. Okay, one line also you can write. Now I want to iterate word by word. Say string sc equal to welcome to Java. String tokenizer st equal to new string tokenizer. Yes. After this, Here, methods I given. Has more tokens. You will get it true or false. Until you get a false. Until you get a false means while loop is the best option. st dot has more tokens. Now, what will happen? See, first, welcome to Java. It is string object. This object referred by S. That object reference I passed as a parameter to string tokenizer constructor. Then string tokenizer object created. That object referred by st. St dot has more tokens. First of all, cursor will be before welcome. Now, st dot has more tokens. It returns true. Then it will enter into while loop. Whatever you write while loop, that code executed. Here what I'll do, this method I want to call next token. Next token return type is string. This method I want to call. What we have tried? Return type is string. String is to equal to next. It is a method of which class? String tokenizer. So what we have tried? st dot next token. This string you can print. System dot out dot println s2. Can we write these two as a one line? Yes. What we can write here? st dot next token. Over. Now you observe. First of all, cursor will be here. st dot has more tokens. True or false? True. Then it will enter into while loop. st dot next token. What returns? Welcome. It returns welcome. Welcome printed. Cursor move to next token. Again has more tokens. True. Next token. To return printed. Cursor comes to Java. Again has more tokens. True. Next token. Java printed. Cursor comes here. Again has more token. False. Okay. Now welcome to Java. One by one iterated. See, token by token iterated. Now, note down. Program to iterate. Token by token in a given string. Program to iterate token by token in a given string. Program to iterate token by token in a given string. So first of all, cursor will be here. Has more tokens. True. Next token. Welcome printed. Cursor comes here. Again has more tokens. True. Next token. To printed. Cursor comes here. Again has more tokens. True. Next token. Java printed. Cursor comes here. Again has more tokens. False. Stop it. So in a given string, token by token iterated. Program to iterate token by token in a given string. Is it over? Now you observe 4 classes are there. String class, string buffer class, string builder class, string tokenizer class. These 3 one type. This is one type. Okay. These 3 one type. This is one type. It is in a characters. It is tokens. Here, if you want to perform operation on characters, you can use this. If you want to perform operation on words, you can use this. Now, what's the difference between these 3? It is immutable, it is mutable, it is mutable. Now, it is not synchronized, it is synchronized, it is not synchronized. So, it is immutable, not synchronized. It is mutable, synchronized. It is mutable, not synchronized. 3 different. This is if you want to perform operation on words. Okay. Now, about these all you have seen. Next, every day we are writing here array, main method. That is we'll see now. See, every day we are writing string array here. Now, how to pass arguments to a main method required. Now you observe, it is public method. It is public method. Outside anywhere you can access. It is static method. With class name we can access. It doesn't return. It takes string array. Now, first of all, why main method given as a static? If it is non-static, assume. If it is non-static, how many ways to access main method if it is non-static? 2 ways. What are those? Now, which class object required? Which class object? Demo class. It is a member of demo class. Now, if main method is non-static, what will be happen? Just observe. If it is main method is non-static, for calling main method, is it object compulsory? Yes. Which class object? Then where you will create, how will call? For calling main method also object required. What do you mind? That is the reason they given static. Now, is it object required? No. You can call with class name also. At the command prompt, if I write Java demo, then implicitly main method called demo.main. So system will call with this class name demo. It is main. It is static. System will call like this. That is the reason static they given. If main method is non-static, for calling main method also object required. Okay. Now it is public. It is accessible outside. It is doesn't return. If returns, who will receive? Operating system is calling. Operating system is going to receive. Now, how to pass arguments? Here, while executing program, you can pass arguments here. While executing program, if you pass like this, these all received here. So, whatever I'm passing arguments while executing Java program, these arguments are received by main method. Then you can perform operations. This concept is called command line arguments. Next heading. Command line arguments. Command line arguments. Note the arguments that are passed. The arguments that are passed at the command prompt. are called the arguments that are passed at the command prompt are called command line arguments. The arguments that are passed at the command prompt are called command line arguments. The arguments that are passed at the command prompt are called command line arguments. Example, at the command prompt, Java demo. Suppose, welcome to Java. If you write, these are called command line arguments. Here 0, 1, 2 index, array index. Welcome to Java. The arguments that are passed at the command prompt while executing Java program, those arguments are called command line arguments. It is a command line. These are arguments. It is called command line argument. And command line arguments like index 0, 1, 2, like that n number of you can pass. 0, 1, 2, like that n number of you can pass. Next, write it. These arguments are received by main method only. These arguments are received by main method only. These arguments are received by main method only. So what are the arguments you are passing at the command prompt? Those arguments are received by main method only. Main method is going to receive. In the main method, parameter string array is there. That array index starts with 0, 0, 1, 2 like this. Okay. While executing Java program, you can pass arguments at the command line. Those are called command line argument. You can, who will receive is main method will receive. Now, suppose at the command prompt I'll pass. I want to print these arguments. How to print? Suppose system.out.println asks, will it print data or hash code? If I print asks, will it print data or hash code? What it prints? Hash code, because it is array reference. Okay. How to print array elements? What do you write? For each loop or for loop, normal for loop outright. Int I equal to 0. I less than args dot length. Next I plus plus. Next system dot out dot println args of I. You study no? Like this. Now you observe Java C demo.java. Java demo. If you pass welcome to Java, these all received by args. I value 0. 0 less than 3. Because 3 arguments are there, 3. True. Args of 0. Welcome printed. After that, I plus plus. I becomes 1. 1 less than 3. True. Args of 1. 2 printed. I becomes 2. 2 less than 3. True. Args of 2. Java printed. And I become 3. 3 less than 3. False. See? Suppose if I pass Welcome to Naresh I Technologies. See, okay. Now, if I pass like this, what will be happen? Give me answer. Think yourself and you answer. Will it print or error? Will it print or error? Okay. First of all, give me answer. Is it string or integer? String or integer? Like that it will take. That means it prints. Now, at the command prompt, we are not passing double quotes, you observe. By default, double quotes. Now, here, welcome to Java. Welcome to Naresh I Technologies. Here, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. 10 in double quotes, 20 in double quotes. Nothing but string. Now, Java demo. Will it print? Yes or no? Now, any type you pass, it will print. Now, all are strings. All are strings. But if you want to perform operations, not possible. Okay, all are strings now. Now, concatenation possible. Only appending, concatenation. Now, I'll show you. First, you write this example. Example 1. Is it over? Now, I value 0. 0 less than 3. If 3 is length is array length. If 3 is there, 3. 5 is there, 5. 10 is there, 10. Like arcs of 0, arcs of 1, arcs of 2, like that printed. This program, if you want to display this array or command argument, if you want to display with enhanced for loop, for each loop, what we have tried? For what did I write? String yes colon arcs. From this array, one element automatically copied in yes. That's it. See. Now also same output comes. Okay. Write this one also example 2. From array, one element copied in yes, enhanced for loop. You already studied for each loop. So from this array, one element copied in yes and printed the type. Is it over? Now, what I will do, just observe one more program. System.out.println args of 0, first argument, plus args of 1, second argument. Okay. Now, I'll compile the program. I'll execute the program like this. Taj Mahal. What is the output? Taj Mahal. Okay. Now, I'll pass 1020. Will you get 30? No. 1020 only printed. Because it is a string concatenated. Now, in this situation, this string format to integer format, we have to change. So it is string. You want it like this. Okay, like this only. Here 20. This format we have to change. After changing, if you add, you'll get a 30. If you write like this, you'll get a 30. But a year only, if you add, what will happen? You'll get a 1020. Now, this string plus this string concatenated, you will get a like this. This string format to integer format change. This string to integer format change. Then you add, you'll get a 30. How to change? For that one also library. Okay. Now, first what you do is example 3. Note down this program and this output. First write the program. So args of 0 plus args of 1. Is it over? At the command prompt, whatever you pass, all will be considered as strings only. Now this execution also not done. The compilation execution process also not done. So if you execute like this, Taj Mahal comes. If you execute like this, 1020 comes. Both are strings only, concatenated. Taj and Mahal concatenated, like that 1020 concatenated. Then you'll get a 1020. But if you change the format, then you'll get a 30. How to change? I'll show you. Is it over? So while executing, arguments you are passing, these arguments are called command line argument. But any type you pass, it will be considered as strings only. Is it over? No. Next concept, wrapper classes. With this, we can convert. Next concept, wrapper classes. Each of Java's 8 primitive types. Each of Java's 8 primitive data types has a class. Each of Java's 8 primitive data types has a class, and those classes are called wrapper classes because they wrap the data into an object. Each of Java's 8 primitive data types has a class, and those classes are called wrapper classes because they wrap the data into an object. I'll explain. Now, list of classes I'll give. Primitive data type. Wrapper class. Primitive data type, wrapper class. Every primitive data type, there is one class. That class is called wrapper class. Why we are calling wrapper class is it wraps the data into an object. I'll show you how it wraps. I'll show you. You studied primitive data types. What are those? First one, byte, short, int, long, float, double, char, boolean. Okay. Now, these are 8 primitive data types. For every data type, there is a class. Here, class name is byte. Here, class name is short, but capital letter. See, by mistake, small letter place capital letter. If you write, what will happen? See, it will become class. Okay, it is a primitive data type. It is class. It is byte. It is short. Now, here, integer is there. Int place integer is there. Long place long. Float float only. Double double only. But char place character is there. Boolean place boolean. Note. Every data type there is a class. Byte, short, integer, long, float, double, character, boolean. 2 class names are different. Integer, character. 2 class names are different. Int place integer is there. Char place character is there. One class, if I explain, remaining 7 classes same. Is it over? So these all primitive data types. These all primitive data types. These are wrapper classes. Okay. Now, see, by mistake, small letter place capital letter. If you write, it is a class. It is a class. It is primitive data type. It is reference data type. Now, one class, integer class, I'll show you. With that, you'll understand remaining class also. Why we are calling wrapper class, I'll explain. Why we are calling wrapper class, I'll explain. Now, just note on these two, constructor and method. It is used to convert into integer. It is used to convert integer to int. It is used to convert into integer. It is used to convert integer to int. What is int? Data type. What is integer? Class. Class can I call data type? Yes or no? We can call it as data type, reference data type. It is primitive data type. It is reference data type. Now, that means primitive type to reference type conversion. Here, reference type to primitive type conversion. Okay. Now, constructor required to convert primitive type to reference type. Method required reference type to primitive type. When constructor is called? Whenever object is created. Now, is it instance method or class method? Instance method. This method, if you want to call, which class object required? Integer class object required. Okay. Now, say primitive type to reference type conversion. Primitive type to reference type conversion. Int x equal to 10. I want to convert into reference type. We required constructor. Now, when constructor is called, object is created. How to create object? Integer I equal to new integer. It is a parameter constructor, no? We have to pass one parameter, int. Can I write x? Yes. Now, first what will happen? Int x equal to 10 for x memory allocated. Now, if you write like this second line, integer object created. Integer object created. In this object, the value of x placed in integer object 10. The value of x wrapped up into an object. That's what it is called wrapper class. The value of x wrapped up into an object. This object referred by I. What I contains? Hash code. I contains hash code. But if I print, you will get a 10. Reason, toString method called. Here also toString is there. Here string class toString is called, content printed. Like that integer class toString is there, content printed. If object class toString is called, hash code comes. Remaining places content comes. Now, here I contains hash code. But if you print system.out.println I, implicitly toString method called, integer class toString method called, then I object value printed. Now, the value of X wrapped up into an object. That's what it is called wrapper class. Suppose reference type to primitive type conversion. See, reference type to primitive type. Primitive type. Now, reference type to primitive type, you observe. First, integer I equal to new integer of 10. What will happen? 10 object created. Object created. Integer object. In this object, 10 will be there. This is referred by I. Okay. Now, this integer I want to convert into int type. Which method you have to call? Int. This method how to call? Give me answer. Return type. Int x equal to. Next, I dot int value. Then the value of x, the value of object extracted and stored in x. So it is unwrapping. So the value of x wrapped, here unwrapping, extracting. So here in this line, what will happen? Int converted to integer. In this line, what is happened? Integer converted to int. Okay, right is all. Primitive type to reference type conversion, reference type to primitive type conversion. Here int converted to integer. Here integer converted to int. Converting primitive type to reference type. What we are using, constructor or method? Constructor. Reference type to primitive type, method. Now, this is int to integer, integer to int. Suppose byte to byte, byte to byte, if it is there. Here what will be there? Method name what will be there? Byte value. So byte x equal to 10, byte b equal to new byte of x. Same style, byte b equal to new byte and b dot byte value. Method name int value place, byte value will be there. Float is there, float value. Double is there, double value. Like that only will be there. Remaining 7 classes, same style. Okay. This is later JDK 1.5 onwards, it is changed. Then constructor we don't require, method also we don't require. Without constructor it is possible. Without method possible. Without constructor, without method. Now we don't require constructor, we don't require method. It is possible. Later new concept introduced. The concepts are called auto boxing, auto unboxing. I'll explain. Is it over? No. Next, note on auto boxing. The process of converting an object, the process of converting primitive type to the corresponding reference type is known as auto boxing. The process of converting primitive type to the corresponding reference type is known as auto boxing. The process of converting primitive type to the corresponding reference type is known as auto boxing. Example, int x equal to 10, integer I equal to x. It is auto boxing. Now without constructor. Without constructor only, the value of x placed in object. So previously we written here new integer of x, but now directly x you can write. This is only automatic. Auto means automatically. Boxing means object like a box. Object like a box. The value placed in object. That's it. Okay. Say boxing, unboxing. Like example, mobiles. Boxing, auto unboxing, like that tells, you know. Mobile if you place in a box, it is called boxing. Mobile if you unbox, that type. Here also auto boxing, auto unboxing. Okay. Next, auto unboxing. Note on. Auto unboxing. Here a box like a object. Auto means automatically. Now auto unboxing definition you can give answer. Converting a reference type to the corresponding primitive type. So corresponding only, into to integer only, into to float only, character to character only. That is word corresponding. Next, write it. The process of converting reference type to the corresponding primitive type is known as auto unboxing. The process of converting reference type to the corresponding primitive type is known as auto unboxing. Just reverse. You can give answer example. What you have tried? Give me answer. Example. What you have tried? Integer I equal to new integer of 10. After this, int x equal to I. That is unboxing. It is auto unboxing. So here X is primitive type, I is reference type, primitive to reference. That is auto boxing. Here I is reference type, X is primitive type, reverse unboxing. The value if you place in object, boxing. The value if you remove from object, that is unboxing. Auto means automatically. Okay. Next note. Both auto boxing and auto unboxing features are introduced in JDK 1.5 version. Both auto boxing and auto unboxing features are introduced in JDK 1.5 version. Both auto boxing and auto unboxing features are introduced in JDK 1.5 version. Is it over? See here, int x equal to 10. Now, if you want to convert into integer, what we written? Integer I equal to new integer of x. Okay. System dot out dot println I. Here implicitly toString. File save. See compilation. Now it is not error. It is warning. Not error. Okay. Integer of int in integer has been deprecated and removed, marked for removal, because when this auto boxing introduced, instead of like this x you can write, no, when this is introduced 1.5 version, now present version 19, that's what they're planning to remove. Now this is on future we can write like this only. Now present it works like this, also works, you observe. That is warning only, not error. Warning only. Compilation. It is warning, not error. Execution. The working, no? It is working, but they are planning to remove. What they are saying recommended with this is only. It is auto boxing. See, now that warning will not come. This is recommended style. It is auto boxing. But here implicitly dot toString called. See, if you write also nothing will happen. Same. Here dot toString, integer class toString also is there. Here toString method is there. See this method called integer class toString. Whenever object or object reference as a parameter, if you pass implicitly toString method called, you studied, no? Like this called. Now, if you write integer I equal to 10, is it auto boxing? Yes or no? Yes. Here, actually right side, new integer of 10 required. It is old concept. New concept directly 10. It is auto boxing. It is auto boxing. Now, int x equal to I. It is called auto unboxing. This is recommended. In a program, always you have to prefer like this only. Now automatically converted. Programmer no need to convert. No need of constructor, no need of method. This is recommended style. So this is only recommended style. Now see, you will not get any error. You will not get warning also. See, no warning, no error. It is recommended. So if you write like this, auto boxing. If you write like this, auto unboxing. But actually, I contains hash code, but directly assigned to X. Then internally into value method called. With that only X value comes. That whatever I taught first with into value method, no, like that only works internally. But no need to write by us. A dot into value, no need to write. It is implicitly present. Here, new integer, no need to write. It is implicitly present. That means it is present implicitly. Programmer point of view, convenient way. But implicitly, your new integer is there. Here implicitly, into value will be there. Okay. This is auto boxing, auto unboxing. Next, write it. The above all wrapper classes are the part of java.lang package. The above all wrapper classes are the part of java.lang package. The above all wrapper classes are the part of java.lang package. So no need to import the package. All java.lang. It is not completed about wrapper classes. We'll see tomorrow. Continuation.